Hi, I'm Bee. Welcome back to episode 13 of Wreck This Journal. If you've been following along, you know that I'm using this book for art prompts and experimentation. So this week I'm working things a little bit differently. I wanted to start by creating mini journals that I could utilize in these pages. And so the first thing I did is I printed off, a picture of the front and back cover. And then I just kind of accordion folded some pages to glue inside of them to make little mini journals. And I colored the edges with Sharpie and added the yellow to show the tape that's on the front of the book, just to make these like 3 mini books so that way I could get started on these pages. So the first pages that I am going to be working on today are pages 58 and 59, tie a string to the spine of the book, swing wildly, let it hit the walls. So when I thought of tie a string to the spine of the book, this idea came to me that, I don't want to swing it wildly. I don't want it to hit walls and things like that. I thought about like drawing like a background or something and have like a character be swinging it around, but I didn't, that wasn't really speaking to me. But I thought maybe this could be like a tea tag for a tea bag and have it be like outside of a tea pitcher while it's brewing, basically. And I don't know, I really like that idea. I thought that it could be very pastel and fun. And then I could also practice trying to make a glass work because I wanted to make like a see-through glass teapot. So that's how this idea came about. Since I naturally have a tendency to go for like cool colors, greens, blues, and purples, I wanted to experiment a little bit with like warmer colors as well. And I wanted to definitely have like some sort of ombre inside of the tea, so it looks a little bit magical. And so I decided to go with like a peach color and have that fade into an ombre and end up in like a deeper like pink or possibly purple color. And I really do love how this ombre ended up. I love the color scheme of this. I think adding the reflections in the glass, but then still having the glass be see-through, and then being able to add that acrylic white paint to the top. My acrylic paint, I don't know if it's just because it's so old or whatever, but it's almost, if I do like one layer, it is very translucent. I don't know, it's not opaque basically. And so I can determine and add like a softness to things that I wouldn't normally have. Even if I add several layers, it's not opaque any longer. So, I don't know if that's just what happens with really old paint or what, but I'm enjoying this quality of this and being able to utilize that while creating on this teapot, like just added a little bit more depth and nuance to the colors and things like that. And I think it added more of a realistic type quality to this cartoon. And I don't know, I really enjoy the pages. My mini book, I thought, if it was a tea tag, the tea tags generally have ingredients on them or things like that. I didn't want to write any like words inside of here, so I just drew pictures of the flowers that this tea is made of. And then the last one, I just added a few sparkles because obviously there's magic in this tea as well. So I just wanted it to be something simple and cute and, tie a string around it. And now my little tea string is just floating around and it's just, I don't know. I think it turned out so cute. The next pages that I will be completing today are pages 62 and 63. Climb up high, drop the journal. So I did skip pages 60 and 61. We'll get to them next. But I had an idea for this page. I really wanted to have like a perspective drawing where it's like you're looking up through a bunch of like skyscrapers or whatever. And at the very top of this skyscraper, there's like a dot or whatever that's like a person who threw the book, and then have the book like be flying down from that skyscraper was like the perspective that I was going for. And I really liked doing this. It's a lot of blues and greens, obviously of my favorite color schemes. I added some trees in there, so it's not just it's more of a metropolitan area, but obviously there's greenery and things like that planted on sidewalks and stuff. So this is definitely not New York City or anything like that where they don't have any greenery. But yeah, I don't know. I just decided to have a little fun with it. Once I glued it in, I decided to just draw some, cartoony clouds. This is one of the only ways I used to make clouds all the time, is I would make like swirly bubbles and then I would just kind of clump them together to make clouds. And it was one of my favorite things to do because it added this kind of design detail to it besides just being like a fluffy cloud drawing. It had the swirls and stuff. So I don't know. I just really like that. Inside of the mini journal, I just did a really quick sketch of a bird, a plane, and then Superman's logo. I don't know if I'm going to keep those in there. I didn't ink them or do anything that can't be erased. So, you know, I may erase them and put something more detailed in that later on, but I just thought it was a little funny. Like, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's Wreck This Journal. It was a challenge to figure out which side of the building should have shadows since I'm looking directly up, and then obviously the light's coming from one side versus the other, and so that took a little bit of thought to like figure out which way I wanted it to be. And then since all these buildings have like a lot of windows on them, there's going to be lots of reflections on the trees, so it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed these pages. The final pages that I'm going to be completing today are pages 60 and 61. Pick up the journal without using your hands. For these pages, originally, I was going to do a fisherman or somebody fishing and just have like the fishing line coming down from the top of the page and then have it be kind of like an ocean view, I guess. But I don't know. I just felt like it might be too similar to the page before. You know, they're both hanging down in the book. I don't know. I wasn't satisfied with that, I guess. So I had this idea and I really loved it of having a little porcupine that picked up the book with her porcupine quills. And I thought that would just be really cute or whatever. Unfortunately, you know, I still like the idea. I just feel like the execution of said idea did not turn out well. I did not pick the correct colors for her. The green in the background is too like bright. The flowers are, I don't know, there's just it's clashing and there's a lot of clashing, and I thought by adding like that black around the edges it would help it, but it clashes too much. It's just not very good. It is bad color choices. I made very bad color choices. I may redo it next week. I haven't decided yet. For right now it's gonna stay because I'm out of time for the week, but like it's not very good. Like, I am going to make some sort of changes to it. I just don't know which changes I will be making yet. If I'm just going to cover the whole thing up and redraw it, you know, maybe do it in watercolors this time instead of using highlighters and colored pencils, or if I will just keep coloring on top of it until I get a color combination that I actually like, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's not going to stay like this, but it is this week. This is the end this week. So that is that. For these 3 pages, I thought it was really fun. It was challenging. I really liked these little book additions that I added to the first and the last pages. I thought they were very cute. I really, really enjoyed both of those pages. Obviously, we all know I hate pages 60 and 61, so we'll address those next week. But for the pages I like, I enjoy them quite a bit. And hopefully next week we will fix page 60, 61, and we'll go from there. Until next time, bye.